Hey everyone, this is Nova Destruct Zero here. First week, first trial, and my opponent this week for the first trial is XXJM23. XX, I'm sure it means something. 77 TCP, 3.6 million STP. My opponent won this match, and just wanted to go over some of my some of the replays. Quickly let you take a quick look at the results, and then we'll jump right into it on defense. All right. Okay, and stage 6. I went brain dead on stage 6, but let's take a look on the defensive side. My opponent did pretty well against the out of time Quicksilver that I had on defense. He brought in Tangle Web, Big Time Spider-Man, APOC, and Kang. So he had all the firepower in the world. And he, because of the room's abilities, APOC gets his ult off really soon, and that was the beginning of the end. All right. And we're going to take a look at our stage 1 defense here. So we had Spider Society on defense, and my opponent attacked with Lizard minus Dagger with New Warriors 5. And kudos to my opponent. He was able to clear it relatively easily. I feel like Spider Society is actually pretty soft, and they're probably going to be soft in these the first room. I don't know. I think I'll probably try them again, probably maybe in room 5. See if we can have a better result. Or maybe at room 5, room 4, room 5, one or the other. But there's no frills here. He's able to handily beat this team. All right. We'll take a quick look at our second room. Second room on defense, I had Mercs for Money on defense, and it took him 3 tries, and he tried to go in with Eternals and Eternals combination, and finally had to go in with Cabal, Omega Red, and Emma, and as you would imagine, cleaned up pretty easily with that. Some good insight there. Hopefully that's one of those things that maybe we can put another room that could draw Cabal elsewhere or need a Cabal elsewhere and give some problems. Here in the next, in stage 4, I have a Superior 6 combination with Shocker and Vulture. My opponent comes in with Secret Defenders and Logan, and as you might imagine, is able to handle this defense quite easily. Stuns Green Goblin, stuns Doc Ock, and it's pretty much over from there. Apologize, my sinuses are giving me problems. All right, and on defense, on the attacking end, we skipped a couple of the defensives. They're pretty standard and had some standard attacks to them. So on the attacking end, this was Hive Mind and Scroll, and I went in the first 2 times having a brain fart about speed and buffs for Scroll, and was going in with the wrong teams. So the very first match, I hate to say it, but I honestly didn't even see Scroll. I went in with Pegasus. So, but I was able to bring in Tangleweb, Kestrel, and Emma, and APOC, and get through the team. However, the damage had already been done, so. And I actually considered putting Hive Mind and Scroll on defense myself in the same room. It looks like it does pretty well. Right. I took my Hive Mind Scroll against the Spider Society just to be sure, and honestly, it was overkill. Without the raid room bonuses, Spider Society is nowhere near as good as they can be. In these room rules that we have this season, they're not the best for them. But I'll reserve that judgment for because I think that maybe they can do well in either 4 or 5. So my opponent had this interesting defense where they had Robbie for the extra bleeds in place of Starbrand, and I brought in Cabal, Omega Red, and Dorm, and to be honest, it wasn't that. It was pretty straightforward. It was a lot of damage you're wielding with Cabal this season. Captain Carter was able to get Captain America revived for a few extra turns, so All right. Let's take a look at. So this was an interesting fight here. My opponent had Vol and the 3-piece Extreme and Dorm. It was a pretty good matchup. Real big efficiency sink, as you would imagine. My Superior 6 was on defense, so I could probably have done something different to get my efficiency up, but we were able to get the job done. MOE was actually enough. Just like if you guys remember from last season, if you used MOE against Extreme Dorm in the first room, it just took forever, but you could actually get it done. It kind of went that way with this one. When Forge goes, he actually buffs up Nightcrawler and Cyclops, and so you basically have to buff up in order to slowly chip away at them. And so with King, once I get rid of Forge, then it's just a matter of time. Nightcrawler does get his ult off and takes everybody's buffs. That move is really OP at some point. Very rarely does anything get left on the opponent. And so now Forge is gone, and Kang is whacking away as he does. Gets these revived onces out of the way. Yeah, Cyclops has 20 charges, so just want to make sure he doesn't get a chance to go. And there you go. You guys notice I'm not talking as much just because, like I said, my nose keeps running. My sinuses are killing me, and I apologize. Something about that Memorial Day grass, I guess. All right, so my opponent has a mutant combination here with Gambit and Rogue, and has Phoenix as well. I bring you Super Secret Defenders and Doom. Doom's going to take the room temperature challenge here in a second. And but as you might imagine, for this room it was enough to get it done. The room buff made a pretty good difference on Doom's survivability. Something to take note of. All right, stage 5. Was a pretty good challenge. I actually taken it out to the 3rd round. Brought in new warriors without death pool, and I have subsequently taken death pool off of defense in order to have her available on offense. And because I think with full New Warriors 5, this would have went by pretty easily. And I also underestimated the TCP, the power of this team. They were sitting at around 1.7, so I figured it was going to take them a little bit longer than it did to kill. They were able to outlast this team without death pool, and able to get some key buffs, debuffs down and whatnot. Lizards has the 2 lives as well. Of course, this is the villain room. And for future reference, I definitely think I'm going to bring Tangle Web if I have them available. Kestrel and Iron Man. That last room, though, threw me off, and I used Kestrel on that last room. So my Kestrel option was gone for this room. And there you go, Doctor Strange with the cleanup. So I come back in and clean that one up with all the villains in the world this time. My own MLF and Undying and A-Bomb. Yeah. Like I said, once I dropped those couple of battles at the end there with Super Scroll, I started doing stuff for science. I wanted to see if I could get through Darkhold and Quicksilver with that the New Warriors Without Death Pool, and the answer is a resounding no. So it's just too much, even at a lower power. I think Eternals might have even had a better shot. Okay, so I brought in Tangle Web 2 with Emma, Kestrel, and APOC. Immediately, Weaver gets stunned, and Hal should remain for most of this battle. Not all of it. No, I think just, yeah, most of it. And APOC was able to get his ult off due to the room rules, and so we were able to get rid of Sus. And then from here it's just a matter of just keeping out of the red so they don't get the turn bar. I did make a mistake in my Kestrel targeting. I told you I had plenty of issues. I targeted Carnage instead of Red Goblin, and so Gwenpool came back. All right, and that's how we ended it. Thanks for watching, you guys.